y'all, through Spirit Forest.
Yeah, welcome to Spirit Forest. I am out backpacking, and I am with one of my subscribers, Stacy. So come join us. So Stacy's from Texas, so I have a lot of subscribers from Texas, and so I am going to represent Texas on this trip. Stacy bought me this really cool Texas hat. Thank you, Stacy.
You're welcome.
For those of you that don't know, I teach wilderness classes to women, and Stacy has come to Colorado all the way from Texas to take a wilderness class with me, and we are backpacking currently right now. And we're going to go in about 4 to 5 miles, set up tent, and then we're going to go for a little day hike as well. So currently right now, Stacy's working on her map skills. Stacy is not used to mountains. In fact, she just saw a mountain in front of her and she thought it was a big cloud. So she's more used to the plains. So mountains is a whole new thing for her, and it's a lot. She's really enjoying it. So it's just a lot of fun to kind of show her the ropes of Colorado and kind of show her the map and how to use it.
Don't you move, Rock.
So we just finished our lunch, and I took Stacy over to this really pretty stream that I will be showing you here. We went a bit off trail, and we're going to be heading back on the trail and then down to our campsite. I think we have about another 2 to 3 miles until we get to our campsite. And then from there we'll pitch up a tent, and if Stacy's in the mood, we'll go for a little day hike, which will be about another mile. If she wants to wait till the morning, that's fine too, and we'll do that. She did use her Sawyer filter for the first time. Do you like it?
Yes.
Yeah, you do? Yep, she likes it. Trying to get you on video. Oh, I think we'll go this way. I got you. Stacy's on her way to go hug a tree.
Impalement.
I didn't say you had a cuddle.
I give you something.
So we took a much needed break and had some, what are those candies called?
Sweet tarts.
Sweet tarts. Yes, we had some sweet tarts. I think it's Stacy's favorite candy. Is it?
One of them.
It's one of them.
You said candy, it's my favorite.
Yeah, yeah, she keeps moving, getting her in the camera. You keep moving.
Here's this.
Okay. She's gonna fix her hair. So I just taught Stacy some just a little helpful tip for search and rescue, and she passed. She has rescued me. What we did is we have a map here, and so what she was using was the UTM coordinates that she would give the search and rescue team of where we are. She would have to hike back to my car, drive my car 40 minutes, and then have coverage to call the search and rescue team. Give you kind of an example.
Or put you on my back.
Oh yeah, you could just carry me. She's been training. I told her to climb stairs. Did you end up climbing stairs?
No, just that hill at the park.
Oh yeah, the hill at the park. Okay, yeah, so because it's all flat in Texas, so it's really kind of hard to train for the mountain experience. And altitude was actually my most concern for Stacy. And Stacy, how you feel? You felt it. Okay, I'm gonna have Stacy talk a little bit about how her experience was coming from Texas all the way to Colorado, and she drove here.
In one day. Didn't really start feeling it until Denver. And then when I got closer to the mountains, you're in a fog kind of, and everything's in slow motion. Like when you stand up too quick and you're like, woo! But it was a continuous, But I haven't had any nausea. I've been pounding the water. Haven't had any nausea. Headache off and on, but that was when I was hiking, and I don't know how much of that was the heat and how much of it was me having a little feeling of altitude. But and then, of course, the shortness of breath. Coming from Texas all the way to Denver, that is 1 mile up. And now we're very close. We're not up to 2 miles, but we're very close to almost 2 miles up from where you normally live. And a lot of times with altitude sickness, you can get really dizzy, you can get disoriented, and you just don't know. That's when it gets really scary, is when you don't really know. But well, I got lost that first day.
Oh yeah, you did.
I got turned around and then got on I-70 going back home, and to go back into the tunnel, and I couldn't see, and it was dark, and I was a little scared.
So I told Stacy to come up here just a little bit earlier for a hike, just so that she could adjust to the altitude. I think it did really well having that extra day for you, because today seems really, yeah.
I think that hike that I did.
Yep, and I gave her a hike, and she climbed Lily Pad Lake. Yeah, and it was a 707-foot climb, and she did good. Mm-hmm. You did good.
It took me a long time because I took a gazillion
pictures. Yes, we're gonna show on this video. I'm gonna show a lot of the pictures that Stacy has taken. She's got this really fancy camera. What is this camera? What is it?
Nikon.
She takes amazing photos. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're very welcome. So we're gonna show them here. We're gonna head.
That?
What? oh, Stacy wants.
She made me stop.
Just so you know, that is moose poop, and that is her backpack.
Hey, I'm used to dealing with it, so.
They don't know what you do.
Oh.
I don't think we said what you do. What do you do, Stacy, for a living?
I'm a nurse. Cardiovascular intensive care, so we do a lot of.
She saves lives.
It's heart, basically, heart, lung, vascular. That's the CV, cardiovascular intensive. Anyway, we do deal with a lot of people.
You deal with a lot of poop. So you're okay with setting your backpack right next to the poop.
I'm not cleaning that up at all, because that would be simple.
Yeah, and just so you guys know too, she has picked up that and has thrown it at me as well. Stacy's fun. Okay, we're gonna get back on the trail.
Stop it.
Okay, she made it. I had to turn off the camera, but she made it.
With a little tree help.
Little tree help. We got to get her some walking sticks. Okay, so we have made it to our campsite, and there is a little fire pit there. But for those of you that are not used to my channel, I am in a fire ban, which means and a stage 2 fire ban. So no fires at all. All I can do is use my stove. I would like to teach Stacy some fire skills, but it's just gonna have to wait for another time when I'm out of a fire ban. Currently, right now, what we're doing is I'm kind of showing Stacy how to set up a tarp. In the fall time, a lot of times I don't bring a tent, and I just bring a tarp. So we are practicing putting up a tarp. This is the hardest part, and so that's why I'm having her practice on that. The Texas girl.
Isn't that awesome right there? Never seen anything like that in my entire life, except for on TV. So, a little bit about me, and came from a small town in Texas, moved, you know, a big city. Work, you know what I do for a living, you know, it's stressful. And, you know, you just let yourself get away, you know, your health. You take care of everybody else, and your health kind of, you know, doesn't matter. I've had quite a few knee surgeries. I've actually had 4. Just little minor, you know, scopes, but I do have really bad osteo in this leg with a lot of wear and tear on the inside, so that, you know, I really need a partial. And, you know, at 25 years old, you really shouldn't, you know, I'm 25, so you shouldn't really need knee replacement at 25. Sorry, I can't say it again. I can't say it again without laughing, because I'm not. I'm close to 45, so. But, yeah, my health was pretty bad. Diabetic, recently diagnosed, well, I'll say recently, a few years ago. Hypertension, high blood pressure for you, way person. 12-hour shifts, you know, can be pretty bad on your feet, you know, that long, but I've done it for 26 years, so you kind of have to learn to, okay, time to sit down, chart, you know, pace yourself. But anyway, so that's kind of what sparked me, and that was back, you know, last year that I kind of started to lose a little bit of weight. And then come January, February, I'm be sitting on my butt on the couch watching YouTube, searching through channels, came across this channel, which this is not a promotional video. Look at that. Yes, it is. She can take you here. She can take you here and just make you glow. Yes. But so yeah, and so just her taking herself on the hikes and showing different things made me want to go out and just do it, you know. Of course, this was very atypical of me to do what I'm doing now. You know, my family were like, "You're doing what? With who?" And I'm like, "Somebody I met off YouTube." They're like, "What are you talking about?" So, but I just felt the connection, and so my journey started where I started losing weight, started exercising more and more and more and more, to where you know, there were a couple days right before I came here that I was doing 10 miles, you know. Now, granted, I didn't have my 35, 40 pounds. I don't know how much we just carried.
Yeah, I think you're carrying around 35, 38.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did we do? 4?
We did about 4 miles,
4
yeah.
miles.
Yep.
And I couldn't have done that. I could have gone half a mile in, and I'm like, gotta go. And then you add the climate to it. I'm kind of impressed with what my body's doing. Of course, I'm just drinking so much water. I look like the blimp here. I need a diuretic.
But you're doing good with the altitude, so that's really what's important.
I do race. My heart races, you know, and basically I just stop and I take some big deep breaths, and I can just feel my heart, you know, slowing down. Just stop, you know, don't keep going to where you fall out. And then of course the dizziness, you know, I can just be walking and then all of a sudden I'm like, woo. But that I have that occasionally. Of course, she hasn't fed me yet, so I'm starving right now.
We have to have dinner still.
We're gonna have cookies and what else?
All we need is cookies.
Noodles. So no, we're gonna cook up some stuff. Anyway, so yeah, I came across her channel, and she just enlightened me, and I just decided this is what I needed to do, and so I've lost 40 pounds, and this is making me feel really good. So,
would you do it again? Would you do this trail again, or would you do a trail like this
next time?
You want harder?
Mm-hmm.
You have to train more. I'll have to give you some more.
Yeah, this is not something I could do again tomorrow for sure. But of course, it's the pictures, you know, taking a lot of pictures along the way, which some of the stuff I was taking pictures of I didn't really care about, but that was my way of making her stop because she's pretty intense. So, but yeah, look at that again. The sun's setting over here, and these rocks have just slowly, the color has changed dramatically. It's just beauty. It's quiet. There's a stream here, and I actually have my tent up right next to it. The problem with me is I had gotten myself so weak, and you know, my knees were so weak that, you know, I couldn't even squat. You know, I'm in a half squat. I still haven't peed yet. It's in my fear, because I haven't done that in quite a few years.
How many years?
Go potty outside. About 20 probably.
20.
Oh wait, I practiced in my backyard the other day. So. I pee-peed. I didn't go poo-poo. Anyway, so
Well, it's all part of the adventure.
yeah,
You know,
and
is going to the bathroom
over it now.
outside.
I just know I've drank so much water that I'm not going to have a choice, and when I got to go, I got to go.
Yep.
So I'm just going to find the tree
And go.
maybe find a pretty scene like this while I'm going. I'll take my mind off of it.
So if you guys watch a lot of hikers out that do a lot of through hikes and stuff, they have a trail name. And so I was talking to Stacy, and I said, Stacy, I think you need to have a trail name. And she's such a fun, free spirit. And there's just some things that I've noticed since she was around. And when she was at the tent, we had a bird. Remember? Mm-hmm. I had a bird almost fly in the tent, and then it just kind of hung out with us, and it was just really weird. We think it might be injured or something, but it was just something that was really odd and that I've never experienced at Spirit Forest. And then coming here and hiking with her, and she can hear every bird and can almost call out what bird it is, and it's just really cool. And then the butterflies, it's like the butterflies are following her, and so we came up, or I came up, I named it. I'm giving myself credit, and she helped too. She gave me some, but I went for her trail name.
Yeah, because she's gonna name you the Poop Scooper.
Yeah, I gave her the trail name Winged Healer. And I think that, you know, since she is a nurse as well, I think that makes sense. And the wing represents these butterflies and birds. And I have to say, and I think it's true, it's like I haven't noticed as many birds on the trail than when I was with you, when I've been hiking with her, you know, because I don't know, there's just something about the birds. I know it's her spirit animal too, so but it's really cool, and I wanted to share it with you guys because it's part of our journey on this hike. Stacy can do it. Oh, she got it. So in case you ever forget your match, you always have that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. We have called it a night, and we're in our tents. I'm about, I don't know, maybe 100 yards from Stacy right now, so she gets her own little area, and she's camped next to a stream, and I'm camped next to a stream, and I'm going to show it to you in the morning. My campsite's awesome. I love it. But I think today was a wonderful day that I had with Stacy, and again, she's such a free spirit, and she's so fun. A little nervous on the camera, but she's a riot. She's hilarious, and I've been laughing a lot today. She's actually taking 2 of my classes, so she's taking this backpacking class, and she's taking my day hiking class. So she's gonna get a little bit of double tutoring. So I'm going to call it a night, and I'm going to go to bed, but we'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. We just woke up, and we packed up some of our stuff, but what I want to do is I want to take Stacy on a little hike, and it's going to be about probably a mile to a mile and a half, somewhere around there, and we'll see you guys on the trail. So I'm going to show Stacy how to make a tinder bundle. A lot of times in the wilderness here in Colorado, we don't have a lot of dry grass, so sometimes you got to improvise. And so what I'm going to be choosing currently right now is this old man's beard. You can see there's a ton of it here. So we're going to collect a lot of those. Not big chunks off the wood, because you really want like some of these really fine ones. And that's what, maybe you gotta zoom in. Okay, so I created a tinder bundle, and in an ideal situation you probably want this in Colorado to be like twice as big, but I'm just giving Stacy again an idea. So my beautiful Stacy videographer, if you could come closer so they can see. We have old man's beard here. This lights, but it just kind of goes, it's kind of like, to me it reminds me of like a firework. It just goes poof and then it's done. And so then I have a lot of the shavings around, and again I'd probably have twice as much, but just because we want to get back to hiking and I'm just kind of giving her an idea, this is what a tinder bundle would look like if there's no grass in the area. Okay, we're back on the trail. I'm looking for more lessons for Stacy. Okay, Stacy's gonna do it. I'm recording you, Stacy. If you fall, it's the whole world's gonna see it. No pressure. I don't know how far you can step, but I would step on that one right in front of you, if you can step far. Hey, look at you! I'm waiting. You didn't fall in. So the trail stops here, so I'm not taking Stacy any further than here.
Oh Lord, no.
So I'm going to kind of show her how the trail goes, but this might be a little complicated for her for right now. But maybe later. You wanted a challenge, you said, for later. Next time you do this. So I'm gonna do it.
No comment.
So now we're back at camp, and I am teaching Stacy some safety stuff when working with a knife. You know, it's stuff that we don't do on a daily basis, so you just kind of need just a little bit of a rundown. You know, we're all adults. We understand that knives can cut, but sometimes there's just certain ways that you could do it that's just a little bit more safe. If Stacy were to cut herself, we're out in the middle of nowhere, and it would take me a long time to go get some help. So we want to make sure we're as safe as possible. This is a really safe way to cut because the knife stays stationary, and the only thing that is moving is the object that you are cutting. So again, it takes some practice to create the actual feather sticks, but if you want to do a push cut, you would push down and it would remove the product from the bottom. So you see where you see your feather sticks down there at the bottom there? So do a push cut to remove those. So now you're just pushing it off. That's one way to do it. So in slicing, you can create those feathers and they stay on, and in push cut, it removes it. Stacy is going to show the chest lever as the next one. So this is where you want to remove a lot of product. Stacy is really good at that. She's got some serious upper body strength compared to me. This is our last lesson of the day, and I'm teaching Stacy one more knot, which is the Canadian jam knot.
Okay, so my last lesson of knot tying for the day is Canadian jam knot. I'm from Texas, not from Canada, so I'm not an expert at this, but it is kind of a fun knot. It's good for like tying up things you just want to hang off your shoulder without them coming unraveled. So you basically just tie a knot at the end, try to do it at the closest end of the paracord. You just kind of move your hand down just a little ways. You don't want it way down here. So just a little ways, and then another knot and through. You want to get it too tight because then you can't do the other part. So then you're going to follow the cord. You take this end and go right through there. You're going to wrap whatever you have, a jacket, and you pull it, and this is going to jam against this. That's what I call the jam knot. And there you go. It's pretty secure.
You can put it over your shoulder.
Let's go!
We're almost at our destination at our car, and just wanted to thank you guys for watching. Truly appreciate it, and hope to see you in the next video. But before I leave, I want to have Stacy kind of talk about her experience and what she thought of it.
So this was one of those once-in-a-lifetime experiences that you can only have once, I guess you could say. You know, that your first, trail, your first gear, your first mountain. So this has been wonderful. So would I recommend it? Absolutely. Just, your everyday life stress, and this brings you to peace. But no, this has been wonderful.
What about those that are sitting on a couch watching? And that was you a long time ago.
Yeah. Just start small. Start, don't push yourself and put goals ahead of you that you can't achieve, and then get frustrated and go back to the couch or get depressed or eat whatever it is that you do that helps with your stress, because there are other things in life to experience.
Like you needed to get out here and do this to challenge yourself, but why?
You're recording? Well, at first I think it took an inspiration, which is her. I need to challenge her because my wife was, every day, work.
That's all you did, was just work and then come home.
And, bunch of, friends and stuff like that. But physically, I used to be such a physical person, and once you get behind, in your physical state, it also, messes with your mental state.
You're gonna do it again.
Oh,
Next week. She bought all this. She
Next
bought
week.
all this gear. She bought the gear, so she's committed.
Yeah, but yeah, it's. I needed this challenge. I feel so much better. I'm gonna keep pushing.
Yep.
Maybe not in the Texas heat, because that about killed me. The training was very, very hard. Because the mornings were kind of cool, but still, it would still be 85, by 10 o'clock, and then 95 by noon. And they do have some good trails, but they're mainly in the sun. And then in the evening, you've got the evening sun, which is shooting right at you, and the temperatures, if y'all been watching the news, it's been over 100 degrees, this whole week that I've been here. So depending on your climate, it should determine how hard you can push yourself. And if not, go to the gym. But nothing beats this. I do not own a gym membership, and I will not get a gym membership. Not because of the cost. It has nothing to do with that. I mean, it's because this is motivating, to go.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
What you see, you can't see this on a treadmill. You can look at your iPhone, you can read your emails, you can do that kind of stuff, but you can't smell, you can't see.
What's the smells like for the people that are possibly in Texas or somewhere else? What is it? How would you describe it?
Christmas. In a lot of areas, you kind of get a whiff of like the spruce and the pine. Fishy, walking along the creeks, you kind of get a fishy smell, but we haven't found but one little baby, which was pretty elusive. We try to get a picture of him, but of course the sounds are, to me, the birds, the chipmunks, the whatever that was that woke me up this morning, the squirrel. I seriously thought Tammy was outside my tent with some kind of recording, trying to wake me up or scare me. I really did, because I'd never heard it before, and it didn't sound like a moose, and it didn't sound like a lion, and it didn't sound like anything. At first I thought it was a bird. What do I plan to do this next year?
Eat a lot.
Not eat as many as these.
Sweet tarts.
Well, I do a lot of things by myself, so I'm okay with that,
But to keep yourself motivated, what are you going to do to keep yourself motivated so that you can come out and do this again?
just stay interested in it,
I'll keep shooting video for you.
Yeah, keep showing stuff like this, and I'll be right there behind you, doing it too, hopefully. But this was very enjoyable and very appreciative.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thanks for coming. Say goodbye.
Ugly cry. Sweetheart.
Well, we're going to show a lot of, I'm probably going to show through the video a lot of Stacey's photographs, and I'm going to show them. I'm going to end this video with a bunch of really good photographs that Stacie took. So
Some of moose poop.
you took
If
some.
you have never seen moose poop, which I haven't.
So yeah, we'll end the video with a lot of Stacey's photos because I think they're going to be wonderful. So again, thank you, Stacie.
Thank you.
It's been wonderful.
Bye-bye.
I'm very proud of you. You did good.
clear a light as any, to see the horizon and the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a race. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day to today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good